need a weapon. And who can create the best weapon in the world? I said, it's only one guy, Steve Jobs.
So did you call him up or did you go see him?
I called him up and went to see him. And I brought my little drawing of iPod with mobile capability.
Yes.
And I gave him my drawing, and Steve says, Masa, you don't give me your drawing. I have my own. Don't give me your
Don't need
crap.
your drawings, Masa.
Yeah. I said, well, I don't need to give you my, a dirty paper,
Yes.
but once you have your own product,
Yeah.
give me for Japan.
Yes.
And he said, well, Masa, you are crazy. We have not talked to anybody, but you came to see me as the first guy. I give to you.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So you walked away with as the carrier in Japan that will be affiliated with the iPhone.
Right. Before I acquired Vodafone Japan.
Before you got Vodafone Japan.
Yeah. So I said to him, if you can give me exclusively for Japanese market, that would be fantastic, right? And so I said, write it down, sign for me. And he said, no, Masa,
No,
I'm not going to sign for you because you don't even own the mobile carrier yet. I said, well, look, Steve, you promised me, you give me your word, I bring a carrier for Japan.
And you did.
I did. I spent $20 billion.
Now, there was some concern as to whether the Japanese consumer would like the iPhone. They had their own. Why did you think it would?
Well, it's the industry's technology direction, right? Yeah. Because before iPhone, most of the handset were just the crappy, handmade software without operating system, so that not so many standalone application software could come as a platform. Like a PC, this is the internet device that you can carry around. So it's not mobile phone, it's an internet machine. That's my view. And he's only the first guy who could create a device with operating system so that it will be a platform for every applications for surfing the internet.
So Bill Gates, you also know Bill Gates, and admire Bill Gates.
Oh, very much. Both of them are my heroes.
Now, why do you think Bill Gates missed so much?
Well, he had such a fantastic success
With the operating
PC,
system, with the
the
software.
operating system for PCs.
Right.
And when you are so successful in one thing, you have something to protect.
Yeah.
Right? So it's very difficult to cannibalize. And he was retiring from the company. He no longer had the passion to go on to the next generation.
He had other things he wanted to do in terms of philanthropy. Someone once said to me about Steve that, unlike others, he saw everything with a beginner's eye.
Yes.
He saw it with a freshness so that he would start from the beginning. So therefore, he wasn't encumbered by the way it had been.
Right. He doesn't care anybody else idea. He had to create himself from the pure eye of not the past for the future. Yeah. So that's what I admire the most. And he has tremendous focus.
But are you more the financial guy who understands how to make a deal, but also understands how to find the companies that you want to make a deal about, rather than being a creative guy?
Well, if Steve is art and technology.
Yes, you are.
I am finance and technology.
No art there.
Well, I love art, but I'm not the artist for the industry. Yeah. But to me, what's more important is information revolution. That's more important, to create a new lifestyle for mankind. Okay, if I can help, bringing information revolution to mankind, I don't have to do everything. I can bring everybody else's talent. I can bring I can bring the infrastructure.
You bring the roadway that they come.
Yeah, I don't have to create a a Ferrari or a Honda. Okay, I can create a highway, right, for all the beautiful automobiles. I can create a toll gates. I can create the the entire ecosystem for the automobile revolution. So that is what I am trying to do. I am bringing information revolution, but for these internet devices, the highway itself as an infrastructure is not good enough. That is a big problem. That was a big problem for Japan. So I challenged NTT because NTT had 99% market share for Japanese, information highway.
When you challenged them, did they give you some fiber lines or something?
Yeah, I asked the government to deregulate so that unbundle of the copper and fiber against the services. Okay.
Yeah.
So, if you want to create an information revolution and want to create information highway, you need a lot of capital. That require a lot of finance. Okay. So, money is not the most important thing to me, but money is required to invest a huge tens of billions of dollars capex.
Let's talk about the landscape there first. My impression is you want to be the biggest in the world, period.
That's my wish.
That's your wish. Okay. Fair enough. There are also people who believe, Google is laying a lot of fiber in the United States. They want to provide the highways too, the infrastructure, right?
Yeah.
They've got designated markets where they're. There's also Comcast now buying Time Warner. John Malone wanted to be part of that. Who knows? Maybe Comcast will buy John Malone's company. Is it going to be the telcos, or is it going to be the cable companies?
That's a very good question, So this is a very, very capital-intensive industry, and emerging from the wireline broadband information highway and the wireless information highway, right? And guess what? This kind of device, right, can get connected with a backhaul of wireline broadband or wireless broadband. Either way, the iPad is iPad.
Right.
So what people care is how the iPad or iPhone can function smoothly.
And fast.
Fast, right? So in the past, only fixed line broadband could provide high-speed internet for this kind of device. But now wireless is becoming very powerful, that it will be an alternative.
And that's the revolution right there, what wireless is able to do without the fiber being down.
Right.
And so therefore that raises the question too, of the velocity of wireless and how good it is. Because, you've complained about the carriers here in terms of that not only are they not innovative, but you say they got faulty systems.
Yes. Very, very slow network, and it gets disconnected all the time, and it's poor quality. It's just a poor quality, and I think there is a way to fix it.
How would you fix it?
Well, first I need a scale, right?
Scale
of a company, scale of a subscriber, scale of the network.
You have to have enough size to compete with the big boys.
Right. I need to become a heavyweight.
Right.
It's a heavyweight fight.
Exactly.
Right?
It is.
I cannot be tiny mosquito.
No.
Right?
That will not work.
Right.
They will smush you.
Right. And they would ignore us.
Yes.
Right? So that they can stay profitable and big fat. Right? So I want to make them fight back, so they also become a muscle instead of fat, and which is good for.
That's called competition.
Yes, that's good for United States. But I want to show them our technology, which we have, which is much more faster speed, up to 200 megabit per second. So this is much faster than fixed line broadband.
Right.
Okay. We have the technology for that. We have
your wireless is faster than fixed line broadband.
Yes. We already have that demonstration in Tokyo.
Okay, Tokyo's fast.
Yes. I can do that in the state also.
Seoul is fast.
Yes.
Where is it the fastest in the world? Japan and South Korea?
Yeah, Australia to some extent,
Yeah.
but not enough users.